everyone, it's Laynie and welcome to the channel. How are you guys doing today? I seriously hope your day is off to a fantastic start. I will apologize now if you hear the air conditioning. It is way too hot to turn that sucker off. It is 90 degrees here, so we do what we gotta do, okay? Really, thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me. I seriously appreciate each and every one of my subscribers. This is my little happy place, so really I appreciate you guys. Today we are going to dive into some of my empties. I will put a picture up here of what my empties drawer looks like. She's full, okay? So I decided I'm going to sit down, look through it, and kind of pick out the things that I think are worth mentioning to you guys instead of boring you with everything. So I pulled loves, I pulled some dislikes, I pulled some things that I want your feedback on, and I hope that sounds interesting to you. If you're new here, make sure you click that subscribe button, join the fam, you will not regret it. It seriously helps my little channel grow so much. Your support means the world. Okay, let's just dive on in. I'll put a timestamp down below because I do want to take a moment just to share something personal with you guys. And it might sound kind of silly, so I have to give you some background. If you are new here, and my channel really has grown recently, so I don't know if you go back and dig through my old videos or not, but my daughter is over 2 now, and when I had her, I actually ended up having very severe preeclampsia. If you don't know what that is, it is high blood pressure brought on by pregnancy. Mine came up at the very last minute, but it did not go away after I had her. It actually got worse after delivery. So mine was pretty bad. I ended up being on 5 blood pressure pills a day after having her, and I suffered severely from postpartum anxiety because I was truly unreal anxious. I don't want to bore you with all the details or any of that or make this video 700 years long, so I will link some videos down below if you are curious at all about my pregnancy or what I was going through mental health wise afterwards. Going through the pre-eclampsia experience and a couple of readmissions after having her because my blood pressure was dangerously high, I truly believe I ended up with a form of PTSD. I get very worked up about doctor's appointments. I get very worked up about getting my blood pressure checked, even though I know I shouldn't worry, and I monitor my blood pressure at home to make sure it's at a safe, healthy level. It's just like part of my brain has been stuck in, danger! Thankfully, I feel great. My mental health is doing well, but that is like the one piece of the puzzle I just couldn't fully get out of, is that kind of like fight or flight response mode when I had a doctor's appointment or was getting my blood pressure checked. I had a doctor's appointment, my first one with my primary care provider in 6 months, and my blood pressure was extremely good. I'm so excited. It's my first very good reading since having my daughter, because the anxiety I have about doctor's appointments usually increases my blood pressure from my normal state of being. So this was like a big deal, and I'm just in cloud 9 about it. Really, like this, after they took my blood pressure, I seriously could have started jumping up and down. Like, I was just so excited. So I am having a great day. I hope you guys are having a great day. If there's anything in your life that you're super excited about, please share it with me and the rest of us down below. I know I love hearing from you guys. Okay, enough about me. Let's start talking about these products. Let's start with hair care. I have a handful here to share with you guys. I guess I'll start on a negative note. Something I didn't really love was this Redken Acidic Bonding Concentrate, the shampoo and conditioner. I've used a lot of Redken products, and there for a while I was pretty much set on only using Redken. I've recently been venturing out. If you don't know, right now I'm on a natural hair color journey. I'm letting all of my semi-permanent hair dyes wash out. I'm trying to get back to my natural color, kind of letting the pink come out of my blonde balayage, because I do want to do something different a little further into summer. I just don't know what yet, and I want my hair to be in a good state. And I'm also deciding to let my grays grow in and kind of see what they're doing, what they look like, how I feel about it. Premature graying runs in my family, so I knew it was coming. But anyways, that's the journey I'm on currently. And when I first got my bleaching done to my hair, I wanted to take care of it, so I tried out these Redken Acidic Bonding I believe really this is their spin on Olaplex. I do not dislike Olaplex, but I have struggled when I've used it. I've used it a couple times now that I feel like it's almost too moisturizing for my very fine hair, that I get really greasy really fast, and I don't like to have to wash my hair every day. So I was like, I'm gonna try the Redken. I didn't love these. Like, it's not the worst thing ever. I was able to use them up, but I wouldn't repurchase. I much prefer the Redken Moisture. I'll try to find it and link it down below, the one I like. It was in a blue bottle when I purchased it. That one did really nice things for my hair. This one, it was just like meh. A dry shampoo that I did not love, again, didn't hate it, but I wouldn't repurchase. It is the Schwarzkopf. I never know how to say this. Schwarzkopf? Fresh It Up in between washes, instant dry shampoo. I mean, it's a dry shampoo, so I mean, it's not really unique from any other dry shampoo, but you know, some dry shampoos just do a better job and feel better in your hair, and I'm not loving this one. I'm really enjoying the one from Eva NYC right now that I've been using. This one I would not repurchase, but a Schwarzkopf product that I would is this Got To Be Beach Trippin' Texturizing Finishing Spray. I really like this hairspray. My hair is, like, I have a decent amount of hair, but my strands are very fine, and I do like something that can give me a little extra body, a little extra zhuzhin. So I like that this is a texturizing hairspray, and honestly, I feel like texturizing hairsprays are hard to find at the drugstore. A product I love that I have repurchased, right now I am trying out the Eva NYC 10-in-1 primer, I believe it's called. So I haven't been reaching for this, but I have a whole nother bottle under my vanity. This is the Bumble & Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil Heat and UV Protective Primer. Love this product. If you are like me and your hair can be easily weighed down, get greasy really fast, this is a great one. It's very lightweight. I didn't find myself getting greasy easily. Now, I wouldn't go like ham and just like drench your head in it. It is an oil, but I feel like it did a good job of protecting my hair, making my hair shiny, but not weighing it down. And like I said, I have repurchased this, and I'm sure I will repurchase this, although I am really enjoying my 10-in-1 primer right now, which is cheaper. I'll keep you guys posted on where I go with that. Now let's talk about makeup. I have a couple loves here and one not so much a love. This is the Super Dewy Cream or Liquid Blush from Makeup Revolution. And I will tell you, if you go back into an old video where I first got this, I thought I really liked it. It's not horrible, but I've decided it's not my favorite because it is more of a serum consistency. If you're someone who does really light makeup or no makeup, you might like this. But for me, I usually put on a decent amount of makeup, and I just feel like the consistency at times would take off what was underneath. So this isn't my favorite. I have been reaching for the e.l.f. Cream Blush and decided I wouldn't repurchase this one. A product I found myself actually liking is the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. There might be enough in here for me to show you. Okay, there's not. It's spitting, but it has a very fine, nice mist, especially for being a pretty darn cheap setting mist. I don't know if this like truly made my makeup foolproof where it's like gonna last all day like a super high-end setting spray. I do think it did a good job of setting things and getting rid of that kind of freshly makeup powdery look. That's really one of the main reasons I reach for setting sprays. Now, if it makes my makeup last longer, I love that. But what I really love setting sprays for is making it look more skin-like, a little more lived in, and getting rid of that powderiness. For that, if you're looking for something affordable, I actually really do like this. I almost picked it up again, but I decided to try out the Makeup Revolution one that I think is a dupe for the One Size setting spray. I'll let you know what I think about it. I have not tried it yet. I've raved about these over and over again, but if you're new here, I want you to hear it again. This is the NYX Thick It, Stick It, and NYX Lift and Snatch. It's what I am wearing today on the eyebrows. These are my ride or die. Once you touch your bangs, though, they never go back to how they were before. These are my go-to ride or die, the only thing I will repurchase. I saw on the Ulta app that it said these were going to be online only. They better be messing with me. because I love being able to swing into my local Ulta to pick these up when I'm starting to run low. But just in case, I bought 4 backups. Now let's talk about some body care and skincare products. Here we have a cleanser I did not like. This is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Daily Cleanser, and it's actually like 3/4 full. I did not like this. One, it did not break down my makeup at all. And if I took my makeup off first, there was just something about this that was totally lackluster to me. I didn't feel like it was giving my skin hydration or doing much. I know it's cheap, it's e.l.f., but there are way better daily cheap cleansers out there. This just, I don't know, there was just something I can't quite pinpoint for you guys, but I was not a fan of this, so much so I decided to pull it from my skincare stash when it's like 3/4 full. Next, when we're talking about faces, a product I love. This is the Pineapple Exfoliating Powder from Good Molecules. Now, I've never had this happen before. I had this one in my shower for quite a while. I like to keep one exfoliator in my shower because I feel like that's the easiest place to exfoliate and then just rinse it all off instead of trying to splash water up from the sink. This kind of got rancid on me, and I've never had that happen before. This isn't my first time having this in my skincare stash. I don't know what it is. There's still some in there. I'm thinking some moisture got in the bottle itself. I wouldn't be surprised. My daughter's grabbing everything in the shower and at times taking caps off and whatnot. So there's probably a good chance that happened. So just throwing that out there so you are aware. But other than that, I love this product. Tatcha has a rice powder that is phenomenal, but it's very expensive. If you're looking for something super similar on a budget, this is it. It's that very fine rice powder that I just get the best exfoliation from. You put a little in the palm of your hand, a little dash of water, make kind of a paste, and then just start rubbing it in. I get really congested down here. That's when I know my skin needs a little scrubby, and I can really work it into the chin area and totally notice a difference when I'm done. It's also very gentle. I've never felt irritated from it. Now, you don't want to push super hard. You just want a nice, gentle exfoliation. I have never been bothered by it. I have repurchased and I will repurchase. She's a good. And then while we're on skincare, your armpits are a part of your skincare. I really like the Lume Invisible Cream Deodorant. This is in the warm vanilla. I think they switched this to the toasted coconut, which I have now. And I really like this product a lot. It does work. I also have tried the deodorant, and I'm going to tell you guys a disclaimer. I find that the newest version of the Lume deodorant, they changed it a little bit because some people do not like the smell of the, I think it's called mandelic acid that's in here. That's what makes it effective. People did not like the smell of it, so they kind of changed their formula. The deodorant works for me, but not as well as it did before. The old formula, I could go to the gym, be out in the sun, baking, sweating, and be like, I just showered. Now, if I go do a hard workout, I need a shower afterwards. I don't smell fresh. I do still feel fresh when I wear the invisible cream instead of the deodorant. So I would repurchase this cream, and it is for the whole body. You can put it says pits, feets, and privates. So it is multi-use, but I really do like the cream version for deodorant. If you don't mind actually having to rub it on your armpit like a lotion, it doesn't bother me, but some people could not be into that. I just picked up the Salt Air Serum Deodorant. Once I finish up my current Lume, I'm going to give that a go. If you're at all interested, let me know. I don't know, are you interested in deodorant? I am a big deodorant connoisseur, so I figure there's got to be somebody else out there like me. And then a product I did really enjoy is the Beloved Coconut and Warm Vanilla Body Cream. The scent is not the best vanilla body cream I've ever experienced in my life. It's kind of bland, but the cream itself feels really nice and hydrating. The price is not bad either. I really like the cream. I will tell you right now in my shower is their body exfoliator, but it's like a cream-based exfoliator. I don't like it. I'm gonna use it up, but I don't look forward to it, and I still put on my exfoliating gloves and then apply it because it's just so creamy. I don't feel like I'm getting that good exfoliation. So I would not do the creamy body scrub from the Beloved brand, but I do really enjoy this lotion. Are you still with me? You hanging on? I know this might be a long one. I have a few perfumes I've got to talk about. I used up my Black Opium. This feels like a big deal to me. This is the very first fragrance my husband ever purchased for me. It's actually kind of heartbreaking to use it up, but it's like feels like such a big deal that I used it up. It took me only like 8 years. No joke, really, like 8 years. I love this fragrance, but I'm not going to repurchase this version. If I was going to repurchase Black Opium, I'm going for Illicit Green. For me, that is my favorite out of the line. A lot of people are really into the brand new one, Le Parfum, I think it's called. I don't hate it, but to me, it's very boozy at first, and it takes a while for the really goodness of it to come out. When I tested it on the skin, it took several hours, and then I could really start getting this really nice, rich vanilla powdery scent that I enjoyed. But if I'm going for like a very vanillic perfume, I would rather go for my Donna Born and Roma Intense versus Le Parfum. But Illicit Green of this is Black Opium to a T, but with a creamy fig note that makes it, I feel like Black Opium can be a bit harsh. Like as you wear it, the harshness dies off, but it's a bold fragrance. It's a little harsh. I think it's that almost bitter coffee that's in there that can make it a bit too much. The Illicit Green, because of the creaminess of the fig, is like all the best parts of Black Opium tamed and creamified, and that I love. So if I get another bottle, I will be grabbing that one. A product I'm on the fence about, and here's where I need your guys' thoughts. I had a Scentbird of the Dolce & Gabbana 3 L'Impératrice. This is a very juicy, watery watermelon freshie. I loved wearing it to the gym. It was great, like perfect for the gym because it made me feel fresh and it smelled so good. And it's not a powerhouse, but I feel like as my body was warming up from a workout, it would like radiate off of me, but it wasn't overpowering for the gym. But she doesn't last that long. Like it got me through my workout, but it's not something that I'm gonna like put on in the morning and be able to rock all day. What are your go-to watermelon fragrances? Because I am on the hunt. Please, please, please let me know down below. Another one that I loved for the gym is the Clean Reserve Radiant Nectar. If you like Glossier You, you would probably like this. It's very much like Glossier You, but add in a pear, almost a honeyed pear note in there. Very fresh, not overpowering, perfect for the gym. I would not buy a full bottle of this because I have Glossier You and I have Stephanie Leida's 22 Auras, and it reminds me a lot of this. But if you're looking for something that's kind of that like clean girl aesthetic, especially this time of year with the heat, this really is a beautiful fragrance. And then another travel I finished up was Flower Bomb Nectar by Viktor and Rolf. I love this fragrance so much, and I love the full-size bottle. It's so beautiful. This piece of hair is going to drive me crazy, you guys. I hope it's not driving you crazy. It's driving me crazy, but anyways. I've had a cup of coffee this morning and one this afternoon to celebrate my good blood pressure reading, so I am kind of all over the place. I love this fragrance. I love the full bottle. I love this version far more than the original Flower Bomb. It's much more sweet, almost cotton candy-like, and there's this very interesting gunmetal note in there, and I totally smell it right away. Even though I have never smelled gunmetal, it's like right away I know what it's talking about. There's just this like tinge of metallicness in there, which doesn't sound good, but I promise you it smells so good. If you like sweet fragrances, I love it. The only reason I'm hesitant to not get a full bottle is because, one, my collection's getting huge. Two, it does come across a little cotton candy-like. Now, it's not actual cotton candy anywhere in there, but there's just something about it, and I've heard others say it reminds them a bit of cotton candy, and I kind of got a lot of cotton candy stuff going on because it is one of my favorite notes. So I'm like, do you need it, or is it redundant? Would you reach for it? For that purpose, I'm on the fence. And then some Kayali's I want to discuss. First, I'll mention the one that is not for me, and I know I won't buy a full bottle of. That is Kayali Love Fest Birding Cherry. It's pretty. It smells really good. If you want Tom Ford Lost Cherry on a budget, this could do it. Especially full size, you're going to get the beautiful bottle because it's Kayali. Their bottles are beautiful in my opinion. You get boozy, deep cherry with a lot of cinnamon, and it's syrupy. It is really nice, but I have Alt Lost Cherry dupe, and it reminds me so much of this that I'm like, it would be totally redundant in my collection. I don't need it, and for that reason, I will not repurchase. And then 3 that I'm like, okay, I might buy these, not today or tomorrow, but if there was like a really, really good Black Friday sale, I would consider. The first one I didn't think I was in love with until I was trying to use up this mini, and I started to like it more and more as I wore it. This is Kayali Utopia Vanilla Cocoa. This is so good. It's very floral. It's very creamy coconut. It's definitely a bit sunscreeny, but also still elegant, classy, perfumey. One reason I love this so much is it layers really beautifully with other fragrances that you want to add like an elegance and a creaminess to. She really is good for layering, so I do really like this one. Another one that I didn't think I was that in love with until I started wearing it a lot, Deja Vu White Flowers has grown on me so much. It's fruity. I believe there's pear. It's really like you add extra white florals and some pear and even a little bit more powderiness to Vanilla 28, and that is Deja Vu White Flower. I will say, I almost feel like if you have Vanilla 28, you don't necessarily need Deja Vu White Flower. They are kind of similar in the dry down. There's just something about this one that I do find really beautiful and like an easy reach, but at the same time I'm like, your collection's getting pretty big. And then Vanilla 28. It's so nice. And this is definitely one that as it sits in your collection, it gets better and better. There's like a little tiny splash of my juice left in there. I don't know if you can tell how dark it is, but the longer she sits, the better she gets. You have to like powdery though. I definitely get a powdery in here. And I didn't think I liked powdery, but I'm really getting drawn to powdery. It's very, it's like the sugar dusting on the outside of a pastry. Oh my gosh, I do love this. And I will definitely Black Friday be getting a full bottle of at least Vanilla 28 because she's beautiful and I love her and I feel like I really need her. Okay, you guys, that is all I have to throw at you today. I feel like this video was very long, so there's no way I could have gone through all of the empties because there's a lot. But I really hope this helped you guys learn some more about some products you may or may not love. And as always, thank you for hanging out with me. Seriously, my daughter's napping right now, and it brings me such joy to come down here, do my own thing, and hang out with you guys. Seriously, love it. Love this channel. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. And as always, please try to stay positive because at the end of the day, that is truly all we can try to do. Thank you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.